Hello and welcome to the Tsitsi Mafuta podcast. I'm your host, Tsitsi Mafuta. Today's commentary is going to be on Brittney Griner. Brittney Griner is an American WNBA player. Brittney Griner is an American WNBA player. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of a sad one. This is really a sad story. It's really a sad story. Now, Brittney Griner is currently detained in Russia as we speak because she was caught with a small amount of hashish at the Russian customs. Brittney Griner is currently detained in Russia as we speak because she was caught with a small amount of hashish at the Russian customs. Now, just a bit of a backstory. Brittney Griner is currently contractually still playing for the Phoenix Mercury basketball team in America. Brittney Griner is still contractually playing for the Phoenix Mercury in America. Now, most of you might not be aware that female basketball players in America earn 2 to 3% of what their male counterparts earn. Female basketball players earn 2 to 3% of what male basketball players earn. Unfortunately, this is due to lack of sponsorship, viewership, and attendance. So, the NBA actually has a budget, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, please. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. The NBA does have a budget for the WNBA. There is a budget in the NBA to pay the female basketball players. They have to because they're professional athletes. The females are professional athletes. Now, what most WNBA players do because of the amount of money they earn in America, they usually go play in China or in Europe for extra cash, like a second job, pretty much. Some of them go play overseas, in China or in Europe, for extra cash. It's a second job. Now, Brittney Griner, she's in the 1% of the WNBA players. She's in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, 1% of the well-paid WNBA players. But she was also playing in Russia, where she was being paid millions, at least millions of dollars. I would say about 2 million. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But around $2 million to play in Russia. So, huge difference. Big difference. Now, Brittney Griner is what folks would view as a privileged elite professional athlete. Brittney Griner is a privileged elite professional athlete. She is. She's gifted with the physique, the strength, and the height, and the skill to play the game of basketball. That's one of the benefits. She is gifted with the physique, the height, strength, and skill to play the game of basketball. That is why in Russia they pay a lot of money. Now, the privilege now she has is in America. Now, some of you might not be aware that in America, they've now legalized cannabis. In America, some states have legalized cannabis. So pretty much you can go to in LA, Los Angeles, Seattle, San Francisco, and you can walk into a dispensary. And also Philadelphia, you can walk into a dispensary and get yourself some cannabis. So some of these professional athletes, when it's off season, they indulge in cannabis. Stress, they need to relax. It's off season. So Brittney Griner indulged in cannabis while she was in America. Now, Brittney Griner had been playing in Russia since 2014. 2014, that's 7 years. 2014. Now, since 2014, she has never done this before. To our knowledge, she's never done this before. She had never done this before. Now, the question is, why does she do it now? After all these years, why do it now? Why do it now? Why risk? Why risk it all for a small amount of hashish? Now, one of the privilege that she has is being in America is that she's Black and gay. And she's a professional elite athlete. In America, if she was to do something, she'd just get a slap on the wrist. Brittney, don't do that again, please. Don't do it again. So she was getting certain privileges in America. Now, she decided to take her American values and her privilege, this time to Russia. Oh man, big mistake. Especially during this current climate, current tension between America and Russia, she decides to do this. For what? For what, ladies and gentlemen? Why risk the bag? Why risk the bag? That is your biggest bag out of your 2 jobs. Why risk it? Is the question. Now, Brittney Griner is a mother of 2. She's a mother of 2. Why risk it for you? You have children. Why risk it? Now, folks, is she going to get out of prison in Russia and come back to the divided states and play professional basketball? I don't think so. I really don't. I really don't. Just today, they're saying that I was just watching the news today. Was online. They were saying that she could face up to 10. She's pled guilty, and she could face up to 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. For a small amount of hashish. 10 years. You've never done this before. Since 2014. But because you were getting privileges in America, she decided to take those same privileges to Russia, thinking she was going to just get a slap on the wrist. But not this time. she's facing 10 years. And she might not even get a chance to see her children, her partner, her family. Because she decided she needed a small amount of hashish. Like, ladies and gentlemen, it breaks my heart. It really does break my heart when I see people who are privileged like this throw it all away. And without me trying to get political, in all honesty, they're going to use her as a political prisoner. They're going to use her. Right now, there are hashtags, free Brittney Griner, free Brittney Griner. And then there was this, her coach, no offense to the coach, seriously, no offense. She was like, oh, but if it was LeBron James, the president would have done something about it. Stop it. Stop it. LeBron James would not even put himself in such a position. He knows better. LeBron James would not even put himself in that position. Even Tom Brady, they would not, because they know. They know better. Brittney Griner chose to ignore what she knew. She chose to ignore it. So please don't say if it was LeBron James or Tom Brady. No, it was not the same. Those guys, they are faces of their leagues. Tom Brady, NFL, LeBron James is one of the faces of the NBA. But there's too much at risk. Those gentlemen, they're kings in their own right. If it was Serena, Serena Williams would not have been caught. She would not have placed herself in that situation. Let's get off the gentlemen, because it might turn out to be, oh, I'm siding with the men. No. If Serena Williams was in, Serena would not have put herself in that position. Why? Because she knows better. There's certain things that you should know not to put yourself in certain situations. Serena would not put herself in such a situation. She knows better. She understands current affairs to a certain degree. Brittney Griner chose to ignore the current affairs. And now she is paying the price of ignoring the current affairs. And it's sad. The mother of two, who most likely was the breadwinner in a family, has thrown it all away for a small amount of hashish. Has thrown it all away. Now, if she gets out, I hope she'll be able to teach other professional athletes. I hope it will be a lesson to learn. Brittney Griner is currently detained in Russia. Brittney Griner, a WNBA player who is currently contractually still playing for the Phoenix Mercury, is detained in Russia and she's facing up to 10 years in prison. In Russia. 10 years. Woo! $10 years. Brittney, I send you nothing but well wishes. Anyway, that's it for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree with my take or do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts. But please, let's keep it friendly. No name calling. I'm your host, Titi Mafuta, from the Titi Mafuta podcast. Do you